Hello everyone, welcome to a new video of NIOS Senior Secondary Course Maths. In today's video, we are going to cover the topic Relations and Functions, Graphical Representation of Functions, 2.4 topic number. So before going to the video, I would like you to subscribe to the channel to get the notifications on time and give it a like if you found the video useful and share it with your friends. Let's start. So first one is graphical representation of a function. So what is a function? We have already seen the definition of a function. In this video, we are going to see the questions related to these functions and how to draw the graph for that. So let's see the first example that is given here. Y is equal to x square. So this is the value given to you. So here using a table, it is shown that when x has a value, what will be the value for y. So for example, if this is the function y is equal to, for 0, x value is 0, you have y equal to 0 square, that is 0. So that value is shown here. Y is equal to x square, that is y is equal to 1 square, that is 1. So the same value you will get for y also. Then comes y is equal to minus 1, and if it is minus 1 the whole square, y is equal to 1 you will be getting. Okay, so same way you have different values here for different x values. Similarly, value of y also is available here. If you keenly watch this, you can see here all the values of x are different, but y is repeated, but that is not an issue. For a function, you need the x values to be different. So let's form a graph using this. And now this is the x-axis, this is the y-axis. Use a graph paper for this. Use a graph paper and then point out the values. For example, 0, 0 will be a point here. Okay, 0, 0. Then 1, 1, that is 1 and it should go here. That is 1 and 1. This order pair value is this. Minus 1 and 1. That means you have to go to the negative side, that is minus 1. Go 1 on the positive side, that is this point. Then comes 2, 4. 2, 4 is positive side 2, then 4 here. Okay, so this is another point, and then minus 2, 4. So the value which I am taking is from this given list. Okay, minus 4, minus 2, 4. So minus 2 will be here, minus 2, go 4 above. So this is another value. Like that, 3, 9. 3, 9 is 3 here, 9 on top. This is also okay. Then minus 3 on the left and 9 on the top. True. So like that, you will get different points, and at the end you have to connect them. So this is a value, or this is the shape of the graph that you will be getting according to this. So if you see this here, to satisfy a function's definition, the thing is x should be different, y can be repeated. So this represents a function where you have got different values for your y, unique values for your y. So this represents a function. Let's see another one example. The example is this one, that is x square plus y square equal to 25. This usually represents circle's equation. So you have to take this equation into account, and then based on the x values, find out what will be the y value. So how to find that is x square plus y square equal to 25. So y square equal to 25. This x square will go to the other side. It becomes subtracted from here. 25 minus x square is the value for y square that you will be getting. So now accordingly change the value of x and get the value of y. So for example, the first value is 0. So if you put 0 here, y will be is equal to y square equal to 25 minus 0, that is y equal to 25 square root plus or minus, that means you will be getting 5 and minus 5 as the values. So you can check here, for x value 2 values are available. Okay, same x value, you have 2 values. Next comes the value 3. You can take 1, 2, etc., but they have taken 3, so let's try with that value. So y square is equal to 25 minus 3 square. That means 25 minus 9, that will give you 16, and y is equal to square root of 16. That means plus or minus square root of 16, which will again give you 4. That means plus or minus 4. So you can see here 3 values. Value 3 itself has 2 y values, that is 4 and minus 4. Okay, so the x is repeated. In the previous case, the y was repeated, that was not an issue. But here you can see the x is repeated, and you can plot the graph using this. Point out the values, like 0, 0 will be lying here. 0, 0, you don't have a point here. 0, 5. So it will be 0, 5. This will be 1 point. 0 minus 5. This will be another point. 3, 4. 3 here and 4 up. This is another point. 3 minus 4. It will be 3 and minus 4 below here. This. So like that, plot all the points in the graph and then make a shape that you get out of it. So it will be circle. So this will not represent a function because your x is repeated. For y values you have same x, so that is not allowed in a function. So this is not a function. Okay, hope you understood how to find out which is a function and how to find its graph also. Let's go to the exercise question. So this is one question that you have got. Check your progress 2.4. Does the graph represent a function? So this graph, whether it is a function or not, that has to be found out. So for that, first thing is you have to find out x and y values. After depicting the values from the graph, you can say whether it is a function or not. For that, first to find out these points. Okay, these are the points that is being used here. Let's consider this is 1 and this is 2, and let it be minus 1, minus 2, and here let it be 1. Okay, and let it be minus 1. Consider these are the points. Okay, so when you take this, here the value of this value will be 2, 0. This value will be minus 2, 0. This value will be 0, 1, and this value will be 0, minus 1. Okay, so in that case, let's form a table here. X and y. Here x, the y's are different, or here also it is repeated, that's not an issue, but the x's are repeated in such cases. So this doesn't show it is a function, and it is the shape of an ellipse, which is also not a function. Okay, so we can say this is not a function. Let's go to the next question. If you keenly watch this, the points are, this is one point, this is another point, this is another point, this is another point on the graph, this, and this. So for that, the corresponding values are marked, coordinates are marked here. So here this one will be 1, 0. Okay, it's 1, 0, and this one will be 2, minus 2. Then this will be 0, 3. Sorry, 3, 0. So this is 3, 0, and then here you have got this values as minus 1, 0, minus 2, minus 3, 0. Okay, these are the values. 0, 2 is also there, and minus 1, 0. These are the values that you get from the graph. Now substitute it in this table form. So it is 1, 0, 1, 0. Next one. Okay, these are the values. So if you watch here, the values are all different. They are not repeated, though the values of y are repeated. So this represents a function. Since the value, each x value has a y value corresponding to that x value, unique x value. So that's why you are having this as a function. Okay, so this can be a function. This graph is a function. X and y. Here you have got x and y. Now let's solve the first one, that is y is equal to 3x square. So in that case, let's pick some values of 0, 1 minus 1, 2 minus 2, 3 minus 3. Okay, so for y, if value of x is 0, it will be 0. So you have got 0, 0 as the first value. Then let's use the value 1 for x. So it will be 3. 1, 3. Next one is y is equal to 3 into minus 1 square, that is 3. Again, y is equal to 2. In that case, 3 into 2 square, that is 3 into 4, 12. Equal to 3 into minus 2 square, equal to 3 into 4, it is 12 again. Then next value is 3. So y equal to 3 into 3 square, that is 27. For 3 and minus 3, you have 27 as the value. Since y value is repeated, x is not repeated, it represents a function, and we have to draw the diagram as well. We have to draw the graph of this one. So let's see how to do graph. So first, how to mark the graph. Here you will be having the point as 0. This is x-axis, so x dash. Here it is y, and below you will be seeing y dash. So find out the values according to your table. First value in that table, you have the values as 0, 0. This is 1 point. Then comes 1, 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's mark these values. Minus 3. So these are the values that you get for the graph. Now the first value is 0, 0. This is the point. Second one is 1, 3. So this is another point. Next one is minus 1, 3. So minus 1, you will have this as the third point. Then you have got 2, 12. So 2 and 12. It will be somewhere here above. Since 12 is not marked here, 2 in the x direction and y has 12. Same way, you will have minus 2, here another one value. So the graph goes on like that, and we have not found for 4 value where x value is 4. You can find that also. So at last, when you combine, you have to combine these points. Okay, so graph will look somewhat like this. The pen is not supporting in the way, so I have got a graph something like this, but it will be a curve, somewhat a curve. Next question that we are going to see here is y is equal to minus x square. That means you have to form a table according to this function values. Let's see how to do that. X and y. So y is equal to minus x square. So I'm picking some value of 0, 1, minus 1, 2, minus 2. So okay, these are the values that you have got. Now let's make a graph for this function. The table's value, it is 0, 0, 1 point is here. Another one is 1, minus 1. So 1 is here, minus 1 is here. So this is another point. Next one is minus 1, minus 1. So minus 1 here, and below xy coordinate is minus 1. So this is another point. Then comes 2, minus 4, 2 and minus 4. This is another point. Minus 2, minus 4. That means this is another point. So these are the points on your graph. Just connect them. So you will get a figure like this. Okay, somewhat similar to this. So make a proper curve using that, and you can see that it passes through this origin, that is 0, 0. Okay, so hope you understood how to form a graph for a function. how to do this type of questions. Practice other questions and do comment in the comment section if you find it difficult. All follows the same method which we have done for these two questions. Okay, let's move on to the next question. To do this question, let's first mark the points on the graph. This is one point, this is another point, this is one point, this is another point, and this is another point. These are the points that I'm using. So here it is 0 on an x-axis. Consider this is 1 and this is 2. So same way you have got 1 here and this is 2, 1 here and this is 2. So this point will be 0, 2. Then this point will be minus 1, 1. Okay, this is 0, 2, 0. It's minus 2, 0. And this point will be minus 1, minus 1, comma minus 1. So it is 0, 2, 0, minus 2, minus 2, 0, minus 1, 2, minus 1, minus 2. So these are the values. You can see here x is repeated, and which is not allowed. X is repeated in this case also. Since x is repeated, y can be different, but x is repeated. So that's why this doesn't symbolize as a function, or this graph doesn't show a function, not a function. Let's go to the next question. Find out the points on the graph. That is, this is one point, this is another point, this is one point, this is one point. Okay, so after finding out the points on the graph, the values will be 2, 0, minus 2, 0. These are the values that you get here. Since the values of x are repeated, it also doesn't symbolize a function, not a function, due to the same reason. Next one is this graph. Let's see this. Same way, find out the points on this graph. So it will be 0, 0, then this point will be 1, 1, this point will be minus 1, 1. So like that you will have different values. In that case, the values that shows are 0, 0, 1, 1, 2, 2, then comes minus 1, 2, and you will have minus 2, 2, minus 2, 2. So these are the values. If you watch here, it will be x values are different, nowhere it is repeated. So in that case, this shows it is a function. Same way, when you do, you will not get this as a function. It is not a function. Let's solve this question. You can see here x-axis. So this is a line where you have got x-axis parallel, another one line is going on. So this is 1, let it be 2, minus 1, minus 2. So this point, this point, this point, this point. So this point is 0, 1. This point is 1, 1. This point is 2, 1. This point is minus 1, 1. This one is minus 2, 1. You can see all the time the values are changing for x. It's not the same value, though y is repeated. So in that case, this represents a function. Okay, this represents a function. The line which is parallel to x-axis represents a function. Hope you understood this. Check your progress 2.4 exercise. If you have got doubts, please do comment in the comment section. If you liked the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Thank you for watching.